just him turning his neck instead of responding with his whole body. When I put pressure and he just turns his neck, yeah, see, that time he didn't turn his neck. Now he is. So you have to straighten on the outside rein, yeah, and move your left hip to the right. Because your hips, because of his imbalance, you're sitting like a teeter-totter. Because he is, right? Look at him. He looks out and he falls in. That's what he does. So when that happens, the right side of his body is convex, right? It's and the left side is concave. Okay, so then you as a rider, you sit very happily into that left hole with your hip without any decision making on your part whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? It just happens. It's cause and effect. Okay, so when you see him looking out and falling in, what you need to do is move your left hip to me so that your left hip isn't lower than your right. Or you can think about hanging your right hip off the edge of the saddle, like opening your hip and yeah, and sitting more back, almost like you're going to take this front bone right here and you're going to pull it back to open the hip, because when the left hip is up or left hip is down and the right hip is up, it's like this, right? So your weight is more on the left. He's going to keep falling right. Okay, so you've got to get the left to come up and that will lower the right, and then your right hip and leg will indicate the bend. If you're going right but you're weighted left, which you know what I mean, the horse is kind of stuck. That's why they'll, like, without the line he'd probably try and change direction when you did that, because that's, you know what I mean, the side that's weighted, and I don't mean up or down, I mean level and just more weight there. That's what the horse turns around. So if you're going right but heavy left, that's a quandary for the horse. And the horse tries to change direction, then the rider usually grabs the inside rein, which doesn't solve anything, and then they repeat the pattern again. Okay, so, you know, when the left hip is up and the right hip is down like that, you know, if I'm sitting there and I feel the horse wants to dump me over here, okay, so this hip is down, I'm going to pick this up and place it more in the center of the saddle so I'm in the middle of the horse, and then I can influence this right side that's causing the left side to drop down. Are you with me? Yeah, good. That's complicated. I'm impressed you're with me, you know. Right. You know, it's just, it's like the horse wants to be bent like this, and then we sit here. So to change the fact that the horse wants, not bend, it's not bend, it's fall. Because the horse doesn't want to pick up the right shoulder, you know, we have to get over on the right enough to make a change. Yeah. Even if you're not in the middle of the saddle. Because odds are, if he's dropping his back on the left and pushing into the right, that saddle's to the left too. So you might not be in the middle of the saddle. I've been in that situation many times. You know, where I look down on the saddle's way over there, but I'm in the middle of the horse. Because you have to change the balance in the horse, not follow it. And that's what the saddle's doing, is following it. Yeah. So if it feels a little uncomfortable or weird, it's temporary, because you're going to fix the problem of him falling to the right, which is what causes you to drop